he will accept the dare. You can ask Sayyid Zain the meanings or numbers, forwards or backwards. You could also ask him the names of surahs which have been named after prophets, animals, insects, or even the huruf muqatta'at. Give our little brother the opportunity to answer your questions with humility.
The believers.
Chapter 23, Surah Al-Mu'minun, the believers.
The prostration.
Chapter number 32, Surah Al-Sajdah, the prostration. Surah Al-Ghashiyah. Chapter number 88, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, the overwhelming. Surah Al-Naml. Chapter number 27, Surah Al-Naml, the ants.
Surah Al-Dariyat.
Chapter number 51, Surah Al-Zariyat, the winds that scatter. Surah Al-Nahl. Chapter number 16, Surah Al-Nahl, the beast. Surah Mumtahina. Chapter number 16, Surah Al-Mumtahina, the woman to be examined.
Surah Shu'ara.
Chapter number 42, Surah Al-Shura, the consultation.
Surah Luqman.
Chapter number 31, Surah Luqman.
Surah Bani Israel.
Chapter number 17, Surah Bani Israel, the children of Israel.
Takbir. Surah Ahzab.
Chapter number 33, Surah Al-Ahzab, the confederates.
Surah Qiyamah.
Chapter number 75, Surah Qiyamah, the resurrection.
Surah Yasin.
Chapter number 36, Surah Yasin, Arabic letters Yasin.
Chapter 58.
Chapter number 58, Surah Al-Mujadila, the woman who disputes.
Chapter 43.
Chapter number 43, Surah Al-Zukhruf, the gold ornaments.
Chapter number 39.
Chapter number 39, the Surah Zumar, the groups.
Chapter 61.
Chapter number 61, Surah Saf, the rank.
Surah Tahrim.
Chapter number 66, Surah Tahrim, the prohibition.
Chapter number 25.
Chapter number 25, Surah Al-Furqan, the criterion.
Chapter number 40 to 45.
Chapter number 40, Surah Ghafir, the forgiver. Chapter number 41, Surah Fussilat, they are explained in detail. Chapter number 42, Surah Shara, the consultation. Chapter number 43, Surah Zukhruf, the goat adornment. Chapter number 44, Surah Dukhan, the smoke. Chapter number 45, Surah Jathiyah, the reading.
The surahs from 1 to 10.
Chapter number 1, Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening. Chapter number 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, the crown. Chapter number 3, Surah Al-Murad, the family of Imran. Chapter number 4, Surah Al-Nisa, the women. Chapter number 5, Surah Al-Ma'idah, the tables spread with food. Chapter 6, Surah Al-Ra'd, the cattle. Chapter 7, Surah Al-Araf, the heights. Chapter 8, Surah Al-Fal, the swells of war. Chapter number 9, Surah Al-Tawbah, the repentance. Chapter number 10, Surah Yunus, Prophet Jonah, peace be upon him.
From chapter number 75, descending order till 70. 75 to 70.
Chapter number 75, Surah Al-Qiyamah, resurrection. Chapter number 74, Surah Al-Muddathir, the one enveloped. Chapter number 73, Surah Al-Muzammil, the one wrapped in garments. Chapter number 72, Surah Al-Jinn, the Jinn. Chapter number 71, Surah Noah, Prophet Noah, peace be upon him. Chapter number 70, Surah Al-Ma'arij, the ways of Hassan.
The spider.
Chapter number 29, Surah Al-Ankabut, the spider.
Surah Al-Ahqaf.
Chapter number 46, Surah Al-Ahqaf, the curved sandals.
The odd surahs from 1 to 10. Only the odd.
Chapter number 1, Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening. Chapter number 3, Surah Al-Imran, the family of Imran. Chapter number 5, Surah Al-Ma'idah, the tables spread with food. Chapter number 7, Surah Al-Araf, the heights. Chapter number 9, Surah Al-Tawbah, the repentance.
Okay, anybody from the gents? From the brothers?
The ways of Hassan. Chapter number 70, Surah Al-Ma'arij, the ways of Hassan.
Descending order, chapter 45 to 35.
Chapter number 45, Surah Jathiyah, the reading. Chapter number 44, Surah Dukhan, the smoke. Chapter number 43, Surah Zukhruf, the gold adornment. Chapter number 42, Surah Shura, the consultation. Chapter number 41, Surah Fussilat, they are explained in detail. Chapter number 40, Surah Ghafir, the forgiver. Chapter number 39, Surah Zumar, the groups. Chapter number 38, Surah Sad, Arabic letter Sad. Chapter number 37, Surah Safat, those range in ranks. Chapter number 36, Surah Yasin, Yasin. Chapter number 35, Surah Al-Fatir, the originator of creation.
Descending order, chapter 85 to chapter 75.
Chapter number 85, Surah Al-Buruj, the big stars. Chapter number 84, Surah Al-Inshiqaq, the splitting asunder. Chapter number 83, Surah Al-Mutaffifin, those who deal in fraud. Chapter number 82, Surah Al-Iqbal, the cleaving. Chapter number 81, Surah Al-Takwir, winding round and losing slide. Chapter number 80, Surah Al-Abasa, he frowned. Chapter number 79, Surah Al-Nazi'at, those who pull out. Chapter number 78, Surah Al-Naba, the great news. Chapter number 77, Surah Al-Mursalat, those sent for. Chapter number 76, Surah Al-Insan, man. Chapter number 75, Surah Al-Qiyamah, the resurrection.
Name the animals and insects mentioned in the Quran, the surahs.
Chapter number 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, the cow. Chapter number 6, Surah Al-An'am, the cattle. Chapter number 16, Surah Al-Nahl, the beast. Chapter number 27, Surah Al-Naml, the ants. Chapter number 29, Surah Al-Kabut, the spider. Chapter number 105, Surah Al-Fil, the elephant.
Takbir.
Chapter 92. Chapter number 92, Surah Al-Layl, the night. Surah Muhammad. Chapter number 47, Surah Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Chapter number 72.
Chapter number 72, Surah Al-Jinn, the jinn.
Chapter number 80.
Chapter number 80, Surah Al-Abas, he frowned.
Chapter number 55.
Chapter number 55, Surah Al-Rahman, the most gracious.
Chapter number 74.
Chapter number 74, Surah Al-Muddathir, the one enveloped. Surah Al-Jummah. Chapter number 62, Surah Al-Jummah, the Friday.
The dwellings.
Chapter number 49, Surah Al-Hujurat, the dwellings.
Can you name the surahs which start with the Prophet's name?
Chapter number 10, Surah Yunus, Prophet Jonah, peace be upon him. Chapter number 11, Surah Hud, Prophet Hud, peace be upon him. Chapter number 12, Surah Yusuf, Prophet Joseph, peace be upon him. Chapter number 14, Surah Ibrahim, Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him. Chapter number 47, Surah Muhammad, peace be upon him. Chapter number 71, Surah Noah, Prophet Noah, peace be upon him.
Surah number 66.
Chapter number 66, Surah Tahrim, the prohibition.
Chapter number 89.
Chapter number 89, Surah Al-Fajr, the dawn.
Chapter number 35.
Chapter number 35, Surah Al-Fatir, the originator of creation.
Anybody from this side? This one. Yeah.
Please. Assalamu alaikum. Surah 16.
Chapter number 16, Surah Al-Nahl, the beast.
MashaAllah.
Chapter number 14.
Chapter number 40, Surah Ghafir, the forgiver.
Chapter number 14.
Chapter number 14, Surah Ibrahim, Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him.
The huruf al-muqatta'at in the Quran.
Chapter number 20, Surah Taha, Arabic letters Taha. Chapter number 36, Surah Yasin, Arabic letters Yasin. Chapter number 38, Surah Sad, Arabic letters Sad. Chapter number 41, Surah Habib, Arabic letters Habib. Chapter number 68, Surah Noon, Arabic letter Noon.
Surah Al-Furqan.
Chapter number 25, Surah Al-Furqan, the criterion.
Surah Luqman.
Chapter number 31, Surah Luqman.
The spider.
Chapter number 29, Surah Al-Kabut, the spider.
I am sure Zain took away your breath with his instantaneous answers. I hope all of you had an opportunity to question him.